let's be honest, you do hate Eminem because he's white.
No.
Because
I hate him because his music's kind of overrated in my opinion.
And I debunked all of that before.
It's kind of underrated in my opinion. I don't see the appeal. He's just not for me, I guess.
That's way more fair than saying that than what you said about him before.
He's just not for me.
I guess, but you can't say he was never undisputed the best and still currently one of the best, if not the best.
I'm only saying that because I don't remember a year where he was the number one artist of the year.
When was the last time Lil Wayne was artist of the year?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, people who are actually good at doing what the genre was originally about, they don't get artist of the year very often anymore. Because they're not new anymore.
Yeah.
And half the time they don't try to do it.
Yeah.
Me and everyone artists has stopped having meaning like several years ago.
Years ago, yeah. Like I want to say like 2018, that shit lost its meaning.
Maybe even further.
2015. Nah, 2015. Okay. Cause Fetty Wap deserved that title. He
was the hottest one of the year. Yeah. I don't think he was the number one best selling.
He probably wasn't that year, but he was the hottest of that year.
I mean, I know because that's all you would hear out here going to school on the fucking bus.
Yeah, I didn't get mad at it until 2017 because that's when people started overplaying the songs.
And they got overplayed like pretty fucking fast. Because not only is it a song that you hear people playing like on their speaker or some shit, but then you hear it on the radio all the time. On the bus, people keep requesting that radio station. And honestly, it was a good radio station. I played that one Mexican song that plays in GTA, and I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty good radio station. Yeah, I had no idea what it was.
I didn't think that was an actual radio station. I thought GTA 5 just made that up. Nah.
I mean, no, it's an actual song.
I know it is. I mean, but GTA 5, but GTA isn't privy to making their own songs. They have before. And 4 they made an entire joke song with T-Pain about how T-Pain music sounds the same.
I mean, I've never heard it.
They are goated. It's called Auto Tune. It's on GTA 4.
So you legit didn't know that was like its own actual song?
I didn't know that was its own actual song.
Oh my god.
I'm not tapped in for real.
Apparently not. It's just pretty tragic, honestly. So we can't completely talk about the death of Slim Shady album because you haven't listened to it.
All right.
And I don't know if unless I play it on here, I don't think you will listen to it.
Give me the weekend.
But even if I think you do listen to it, you probably won't even get it because you don't even know most of the context behind it. Most likely, history behind it.
Most likely I don't, because I wasn't that big on the Eminem.
I mean, I wasn't originally. He didn't start off as my favorite rapper. I'm gonna look up I guess I just do that on my phone. The track list, because I could give you the names. They probably won't mean anything to you.
Get shit on. Your ass. Why does that pop in my head? Oh, because it's like that's what I view most Eminem fans on the internet. There's just a kid saying, "Get shit on, your ass." It's like
it sounds like most of other people's fan bases, like Drake.
It does. It sounds exactly like every fan base fits that narrative to a fucking T.
The only thing I don't like being Eminem fans is people like try to downplay his entire fucking career and legacy.
What do you mean by that? Because when I started looking in, people gobble that man's nuts religiously.
No. But even if they do, it's like, it kind of makes sense with him. Because, like, a lot of famous people with followings, like you, for some reason just hate him because he's white.
I don't hate him because he's white. I don't hate him because he's white.
Like they can never give like an actual good reason to why they don't like him. Like if saying that he's just not for me, that's a perfectly fine, like acceptable answer. We're trying to like shit on something that he does is like this is really questionable. the thing that you hear all throughout the years, especially recently, is that how can he be the best? Or he's not the best because he's white. Or I don't like him because he's white. How can he be the best rapper that he's white?
A lot of rappers have been saying that, and I don't agree with
rappers, people with like podcasts and other things like that. It's like, why are you guys so fixated on that?
When fucking BD Kane, because I refuse to say his full fucking name, when he tried to fucking BD Kane,
just look him up for me. You keep talking. I just
okay.
There's like a fat black dude who wore like a red hat or some shit.
He's an old school rapper. He was around with Funkmaster Flex and them.
No, yeah, I don't
so
know.
Like he was there when hip hop started.
Yeah.
So, but like he had a problem with Eminem for some dumbass fucking reason.
Most people do.
And it was like it all boiled down to him being a white boy and a white boy doing black man's music, which was just stupid as fuck. Because realistically, anybody can be in hip hop.
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, it's not. If black people say that nobody who's not black could do hip hop, that is being the exact thing that they hate the most, which is being racist.
Right.
It's like. Plus, he's like. He's one of the few rappers who like pays homage to the ones who came before him.
Right.
How many black artists?
I understand that. So like, I would understand if it's like people are using this one white artist to overshadow the million other black artists. I would understand that point 100%, but that's not the case. Eminem specifically collaborates with other black artists
and people from his area, which is Detroit, which is a very poor area,
in a predominantly black area.
Yeah.
So it's like that argument doesn't fit with Eminem. The only thing that he can say is that he's a white boy, and that's like, well, he still has credibility. He comes from Detroit, 8 miles to be
but they're acting like he came from like a fucking like wealthy background, which he fucking didn't.
They act like he's fucking. Justin Bieber or fucking Drake.
But Drake's hate is definitely like justifiable because he grew up pretty wealthy. And it's like.
Yeah.
Eminem's equivalent. White people's equivalent of the hood is a fucking trailer park.
Yeah, and
that's exactly where he grew up.
And to be fair, he lived right next to the hood. He lived right next to the hood. He lived around the factory areas, which is. I'm not from Detroit, so I really can't say exactly where that's at. So I might be wrong on the info, but like, he was around the rough part of Detroit. He just wasn't like fucking. Dre Road, 6 Mile or 7 Mile. It was down. It's a mile away from those two places, but still though.
But he even says in like a few of his older songs, like he goes like he's one of the few artists that, like tells you about their life, so like sometimes throughout their entire career.
Yeah, like Eminem comes from a struggle. He has a right to talk about that, and if it just happens to come in the form of hip hop, he's justified in that. For you to say he's not justified in being in hip hop, you're just being straight up racist.
Either just wrong or racist.
Yeah. Now, I would like to give everybody the benefit of the doubt and say they're just ignorant and don't know no better. And ignorant isn't a derogatory term or slur.
But no, that's what the N-word is. Yeah. It means those things.
Ignorant literally means ill knowledge of, not having the knowledge of this. So, I would like to say that probably BD King was possibly ignorant of Eminem's background, but it's highly unlikely because BD Kane is a pretty predominant part of hip hop's history. Then again, he's an old school rapper and he hated the new school, so.
Yeah, which is like, well, then still, why is he picking on Eminem when there's still several new school from different generation black artists?
I don't think it was BD Kane. I think it was somebody else.
I mean, well, let's hope that you got it right. Let's not just slander somebody for something that they didn't say.
Honestly, we want to edit my whole thing out.
I'm keeping that in there.
Don't do that.
I mean, at least you're catching before, and not just saying it and taking it as facts, because that would be ignorant. Lacking knowledge or awareness in general uneducated or unsophisticated. Similar, uneducated, unknowledgeable, untaught, unschooled.
No, it wasn't him. Fuck, I was wrong. Well, I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry, BDK. I'm still not saying your fucking name. I'm not saying your full name.
What is his full name?
I'm gonna show it to you. You can pronounce it. I'm not doing that shit. I have too much respect. Read it out loud if you want to. I'm not reading that shit out loud.
Oh, Big Daddy Kane?
I'm not. Yeah.
Why can't you just say this?
I don't want to fucking say Big Daddy Kane. Pause.
Why are you saying pause? There's nothing to pause about. If you had said that, I would have known exactly who you're fucking talking about. Everybody knows who Big Daddy Kane is.
I just said BDK. I'm not saying Big Daddy for nobody.
It's part of his name.
Still.
It's like a pimp name slipback.
Still. I'll call 50 Cent 50.
That's totally acceptable. He said that's acceptable if you're black and come from that area.
Yeah.
That's a complete difference.
He BDK in my eyes, so I'm not saying that. Who the fuck was it? Was it
Why are you so gay?
I'm not gay.
It's like what do you think is so wrong with saying Big Daddy Kane?
I just don't like the word big and daddy next to each other. It just doesn't sound, in my opinion.
So you're gonna call him Daddy Kane?
Nah, I wouldn't call it
Big Kane?
Nah, I don't even like the word daddy.
I don't like generally saying it, but with like him, I'll say that's part of his name. He's a very fucking prolific figure in hip hop.
I'm sorry, man.
You gotta put that respect on his name, dog.
And I do. With
You gotta stop thinking of it as like a gay thing.
BD, bro. BD Kane. Put respect on that man's name.
He's saying when he says BD Kane, he means Big Dick Kane.
I don't mean that. I do not mean that.
So for now, if you hear him say it, that's what he's talking about. How he knows that, I don't know. Because that's way worse to flip than just saying his name.
I'm getting annoying. I'm getting.
He's
Who
about
the
to,
fuck
he's about
was
to crash
an
out.
old school rapper? I'm about to look it up because it was an old school rapper.
Melly Mel?
It wasn't. Was it Melly Mel?
Yeah, because he even mentioned that in the new album.
It probably was Melly Mel. Is that what I'm thinking? God, what's up with my phone screen?
You probably got to reconnect to the internet.
No, it's like.
Damn, he's fucking jacked as shit.
Who?
Melly Mel. I mean, there's a whole video.
It was Melly Mel.
Oh yeah, I remember because I know he's like one of like the super early figure. He's big as shit.
Yeah.
Not bigger than fucking Busta Rhymes though. That dude looks like fucking Busta Rhymes ain't Busta Rhymes.
What's his problem with Eminem?
How do I go to images? Oh, let's find out. There's a whole video on it, but they don't have that shit set up to where we can react to it. I will eventually set up this where we can react to it. And then, hopefully by next podcast, I'll have something to record our faces or just us in general.
Mark Mill, old school rapper from the group Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5. Yeah, so he's one of the originals. Claims a lot of praise and Eminem receivers because he's white.
You want to say that out loud?
He claimed that a lot of praise Eminem receives is because he's white.
It's literally not.
He said last week, this is from 11 months ago. Last week, M and New Shady Records signed Easy Mail. Yeah, Easy Mail.
Yes, he's on the new album. Actually, I like
Easy
his
Mail
lines.
teamed up for Realist, on which Eminem raps. Shout out to the Furious 5 and Grandmaster Flash, but boy, there's someone who really is fierce. Sail his path, his wrath, avoid, and I'll be the last to toy with a juice head whose brain is like half destroyed. Like a meteor hit it, there went Melly Mel.
You want me to read it?
No, it's just. I'm mad he put the entire fucking line in there, and I don't want to read that shit. I'm not hating on Eminem. It's just like, bro, I don't like. I just listen. It's like when I read something, don't put fucking song lyrics in the shit I'm reading. Okay. I'm not trying to read somebody's fucking lyrics. I don't want to. I don't like to.
Well,
I hate musicals. I hate musicals because it has songs in the middle of the story. Don't give me that shit.
You hate musicals?
I hate musicals.
Something's wrong with you, dude.
Man, fuck Disney. Fuck
They're not the only people who make.
Fuck Lion King. It was mid, and I mean that. It was really mid.
People who cried at Mufasa's death, y'all are soft. 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 I'm gonna make so many people mad. Mel decided to drop a diss track in response. Oh, wait. So Eminem dissed him first? I guess 8, based on the majority reaction, he probably shouldn't have.
No, fuck it. I'm not even gonna try to find it.
You wrote a diss track about his mom. You think he won't write about?
Are you on Reddit?
I'm on Reddit, yes.
I mean, they are useful at times. But anyways, so his whole thing was basically a racial
Eminem,
thing, being him just because he's white.
He's basically saying that Eminem is like a token.
That's
what he's saying. He's a token.
I mean, it depends on how you look at it.
He's the odd one out. Like, he's not exactly like nobody took Vanilla Ice seriously. So
no, but they love the Beastie Boys.
Yeah. Which is awesome.
People don't really fuck with Logic, and he's actually half black.
That's because Logic barely claims that shit unless he's.
No, he claims that shit all the fucking time. What are you on about?
I've heard. I don't know. With Logic, it feels weird to me because like I know he's half black. It's brought up. It needs to be brought up, but it's like I don't think. I don't know. The Logic is weird. That's all I can say for real right now.
I mean, I guess.
And I'm a huge Logic fan. Like I like
I
Logic.
fucking doubt it. I only know one Logic fan.
I like Logic.
And he tried to show me his music. It's like, all right, I just don't see why he's so obsessed with him.
I like Logic a lot. Logic is cool.
I mean, yeah, he's all right. I don't fucking hate him.
Did he show you the song ISIS? Because that's probably the song he probably showed you.
I mean, he showed me a few songs. This was like some years ago. It was my friend Micah. Shout out to him, whatever he's doing now. I probably should just send this to him later because this might be the next podcast that actually goes out. So I can at least put the Death of Slim Shady in the title.
That's okay.
That's why I was hoping that we did this earlier and not on Tuesday.
Understandable.
And it's going out on Thursday.
So
how we did when I said it would have been out today.
I might have fucked up.
But yeah. I'll read off the track list. Even though you can ask for background information if you want.
Yeah.
First one, Renaissance.
Okay, no, that makes sense.
2, Habits, featuring White Gold, which he always kills it. Every time Eminem has
Who the fuck is that?
White Gold. I have to look him up. Also,
White Gold is a wild name.
I think it's like a light skinned dude, and he actually like. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Could be thinking like 24K Gold, whatever his name is.
White Gold rapper. Your names go by Zeus. No.
He was on the
Why did it pop up the song? I looked up White Gold rapper and it pops up Zeus. Like, bro, what the?
No, because he's on that song.
I get that, but and then it goes to diamonds, and then it goes to diamonds, and
it is a White Gold.
White Gold, brilliant, round brilliant. Like, bro, I didn't. It goes to diamond rings, so I look up the fucking rapper.
I mean, it looks like a white dude with dreads. Like, if this is actually him.
I can't pop up a picture.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, no, that looks like fucking,
Okay, guys, I don't know if this is him or not.
No, this can't be him.
Okay, well, I don't know what you're looking at.
No, it's like...
I can't see the laptops in the way. You gotta put it off to the side.
My phone's tripping.
Yeah, that's exactly the same picture I was looking at.
Yeah, like that. No. That looks like dude from. This is.
Okay, no, I think this black dude is him because I guess it's like an interview. I mean,
it keeps popping up. This black dude.
So White Gold tells how he landed feature on Eminem's album "Used to Be Murdered By." So I assume it's this black dude right here. I don't know much about him, but whatever.
White Gold
Every
lyrics.
time he's featured on a song, he does his part really good.
Yep. No. It is definitely the black guy. So who's this white guy?
I don't know. Don't care anymore.
I care now. I care now.
No, apparently that's also white gold.
Full Circle. Oh, you know what's funny about this group? Full Circle. Fucking MC Hammer got on the ass. If this is who I think it is, this is the group that MC Hammer.
I've never heard of her. So okay, so this is white gold people. I'm pretty sure. White gold. If you ever for some reason fucking see this, my bad. But you kill it every time you do something. I'm just saying.
I'm not listening to this fucking shit on.
Yeah, white gold's pretty dope. I don't know if he has any music of his own.
I'm not talking about the black one. I'm talking about the white one. I'm trying to figure out just the person I think it is.
What, the white dude with the dreads?
Yeah.
So DQ's trying to talk about this dude right here. So you guys get, for like my audio only listeners, like you just throw this on the background. It's really not that important.
You know, I hate Google because you can't look up what you want to look up sometimes.
Probably if you phrase it right, it'll show up.
Fucking. You ever heard the term, sometimes shit so smart it's dumb?
No, but it sounds like me. Kind of.
I don't think. You know, I'm just gonna drop it. That's probably the best thing to do.
But, okay.
Continue.
Back to the track list. My bad, white gold, by the way. I didn't mean to do you like that, dog.
Whichever one we're talking about.
The black one.
Okay, well then, yeah.
Yeah, it has to be the black one.
My bad. Okay.
No racial.
It's insane.
Track number 3, Trouble. Number 4, Brand New Dance. Definitely one of my favorite tracks off because if we said later on in the album after the song's true, recorded in 2004, but on this album, which makes sense because of the way it sounds like.
You recorded a song in 2004 and just how easy it get?
Yeah.
That's insane.
You have to listen to the album to get it. It's about, you know who Christopher Reeves is?
The dude that plays Superman?
Yeah.
Huh. It's about him?
Yeah, he has a long history of mentioning him.
In a good note?
Not on this song.
What the fuck did Christopher Reeves do to him?
See, you just gotta look more into his history.
Bro,
like,
what the was Superman though? Like Superman.
We didn't play a little bit of it.
I don't want you to get copyrighted.
I mean, it shouldn't. Not really.
Let's not risk your channel.
I mean, it's kind of where there's a pretty fucking great song.
Let's not risk your channel.
Okay, I think whenever I get the camera working, that's so I can actually claim that I transformed it while it's playing. It's all much other shit that I got to get set up. But this might be the last podcast before we actually start going to cameras and whatnot. We're trying to.
Yeah. Because
my friend Jacob, he goes Cal Poly. He's a football player. My dog.
I want to do a few more podcasts because I gotta leave soon. So
yeah.
So unless you get that camera.
Maybe we could do several podcasts a day if you really wanted to.
Oh, we could.
You're not doing much, dude.
I'm trying to be with my girl more, but continue with the list, please. Let me get to personal detail.
Yeah, like we haven't talked about personal stuff in this podcast.
We have talked about a lot of shit, but this one is something I'm keeping personal.
Okay, track number 5, Evil. I really liked it. Number 6 is a skit called All You Got. 7, Lucifer. Featuring
Lucifer?
Lucifer.
Oh.
Featuring Sly Piper.
Sly Piper is insane.
SLYPYPER.
SLY?
Yeah, Sly. Then Piper. PYPER.
I thought it was Slide Piper.
No. That is crazy work, DQ. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I was like, damn.
Track number 8, Antichrist.
Antichrist. Well, is he trying to send a message?
You gotta listen to the whole album in order for it to make sense. Number 9, Fuel, featuring my guy, JID.
JID's on here?
He is. This is bound to happen.
JID's a pretty good lyrical.
Yeah, I mean, Eminem's done songs with Cordae before. So, it was only a matter of time. But
okay. That's one person I would say that's overrated, in my opinion, Cordae. In my opinion, he's kind of overrated.
I don't think he's overrated at all. He doesn't really get that much praise, if I'm being honest with you. He was the best out of his group, but he's also one of the better rappers now who's actually a rapper.
I don't know.
He's definitely one of the more skilled rappers. That's something you can't deny.
I liked him responding to J. Cole.
On the old niggas.
Yeah.
Man.
But he never caught my attention.
I was just hoping that it wasn't going to be weak because he used Eminem beat.
Yeah. I never caught my attention. Well, like, he never caught my attention.
I don't know. Maybe we have to check out his discography more.
It's like,
okay. He also seems like a cool dude.
Because, like, with Cordae, and here's how I view it, is that he gained most of his famehood by being a part of YBN.
Yeah, but he was also the best member of YBN.
Yeah, but like people didn't know about him until the old niggas came out, and then after that, he just took whatever he had from that song and just dropped YBN in general and got on.
And what's wrong with that? Beyonce did the same thing.
Beyonce, that's because Jay-Z.
No.
She was in Jay-Z's ass. Jay-Z had his way. Jay-Z had his way.
But is Beyonce not her own person?
Yes.
Exactly.
I felt like Destiny Child
and YBN never got nearly as big as Destiny Child was comparatively.
No.
So in my eyes, Cordae did nothing wrong. If anything, he did it at a better time.
For sure. Cordae gained hype from a group he was a part of.
Dude, I imagine Juice was still alive and like they did like a whole collab album.
He just wasn't an artist. I was like, yeah, I fuck with him.
I mean, I don't check him out I don't listen to a lot of his music, but I know he's good.
Yeah,
but I also get to music very slow though.
I know he's good, but it's like I feel like the way people talk about his name
off my screen. I'll be honest.
It's insane. In my opinion. This is unrelated to Eminem's album.
Kind of. But what was that track? That was track 9 filled with JID, and he, of course, fucking killed it. Road Rage. This is track number 10. It's actually a really good song with Dim Joints and Sly Piper again. It's actually one of my favorite songs on that album.
Mm-hmm.
Given like all the songs, we are in track 11's Houdini. We all know Houdini.
Yeah, that's
it's a good song. Number 12, Breaking News. It's another skit. Song number 13, which I think is probably most people's favorite, and is definitely up there competing for mine. And Guilty Conscience too. Have you heard the original Guilty Conscience?
No.
Oh my god. Like, okay, even before I listened to it, I saw it on the track list, and I also saw it training when I woke up. I just didn't have time to listen to the album. I was like, he made a part 2 to that? It's kind of like a part 2. Anyway, regardless, it's great. Where that song 14, Head Honcho with Easy Mill. You just mentioned him.
Yeah.
And that song is actually pretty good. Song 15, Temporary with Skylar Grey. She always kills it on all the albums that she's on, which is a lot of fucking albums. I still have no idea what she looks like. But that song almost made me cry. I was fighting tears. Legitimately. Song number 16, Bad One. Pretty decent song. Song 17, Toby with Big Sean and Baby Tron.
Oh yeah. That song, I didn't like it.
It's definitely the weakest song on the soundtrack, on the whole album. But
on its own, it was weak. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I like Big Sean. I like Big Sean's verse on it.
Have two people who rap kind of monotone.
I like Big Sean's verse on it. Baby Tron was pretty weak.
That's to be expected.
It's
Baby Tron on the track with Big Sean and Eminem. He's only there because he's from Detroit, apparently.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I don't know much about fucking Baby Tron. What?
You ever heard about the Shitty Boys?
The City Boys?
The Shitty Boys.
No.
That's his group. His group's called the Shitty Boys.
No, I'm not from the same part of the U.S. as you are.
I know.
They weren't a huge thing. Babytron, I heard of Babytron back home. We had a dude who we called Babytron at the center, or who they call Babytron. He's a pedophile, but like that's neither here nor there.
Wow.
Not the actual rapper Babytron, like for total clearance. Like
yeah, super clearance.
Yeah. Shout out Babytron. I actually had a friend who listened to him way before we got started popping off. Song 18, Guess Who's Back. It's a skit. It's a great skit.
I'll say this: Baby Tron is lyrical, but like it's not in the same idea of lyrical as you would think of like fucking Eminem or even Big Sean.
Well, duh, because it's 3 different fucking generations of rappers.
It's like Baby Tron is more good for punchlines. If anything, Eminem's more for.
Eminem has everything.
Big Sean's more like storytelling.
I don't know about that.
Light storytelling.
They say Big Sean is like not even close to being
How
the
can I?
best
Because like,
storytellers.
I don't think scheme is the best way to describe it, but it's like. It's
like,
a skill.
He's usually just always like talking his shit, like, which is not a bad thing, but it gets boring after a while. And because also half the time it's not anything interesting. Not knocking Big Sean or anything, but Then song 19, Somebody Save Me, featuring Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll is it's the oddest name I've heard.
Is it? You just heard the name Sly Piper.
Sly Piper's a wild name, but
Jelly Roll is a fat dude.
Jelly Roll is like, it's wild, but it's not like wild.
Like he's playing into it.
Yeah.
I don't fully remember what he looks like. I don't think I've ever checked out any of his music.
It's like Jelly Roll is like an overly funny fucking name. You wouldn't expect. I guess you would expect a rapper to have a name like that nowadays.
I mean, I would expect a rapper fact didn't have that name.
Huh?
MC Hammer. You know, that kind of makes sense. Oh yeah, I have Shady dude. Looks kind of odd, but the actual Jelly Rolls came up.
That's exactly.
Is that his fucking girlfriend? Wait a second.
Let me see. It's not fat. No, I ain't gonna lie. Fat dudes are winning this year.
I must not be fat then.
Fat dudes are winning this year.
I must not be fat.
Oh. No. That's insane. I know who he is, but that's insane. That's his girl. That's insane, bro. But you know, Jelly Roll.
He can sing though. He can sing his fucking
Jelly
ass
Roll
off.
can sing his ass off.
I've never heard his music, but I've heard it on here, and I want to check out his music because of it.
He's on Nickelodeon Kids. What the fuck?
I don't know.
Nickelodeon Kids Choice Awards. Is that still a thing?
That Nickelodeon's still around.
Nickelodeon's Kids
As long as there's no Dan Snyder, it should be good.
The Kids Choice Awards is still a thing, and that's actually.
Wait.
Mention in news. Taylor Swift.
Bunny XO's her name? Wait a second. Okay, I might have to send to this
Song Save Me. Save Me was a good one. That's what I'm thinking of.
Her name is actually Bunny XO. You probably hate her, DQ. Yeah, she's very fucking pretty.
Who?
The girl who's in the thing with them.
Show me.
You just saw it, but
Oh, you're funny for Bunny XO. Still is XO is still stupid to me.
see that. That's exactly what
XO still stupid
You're
to me.
still on bullshit.
But it's unrelated. Let's get back.
So if she was in this room right now, no disrespect, Jelly Roll, you'd be like, nah, fuck you, bitch, because X's and O's are fucking stupid. Since you have your name,
I wouldn't
you're fucking
say
stupid.
that. I wouldn't say that, but I would judge her silently.
Why?
Because XOs is
Maybe she's just a loving
dumbest
person,
shit.
DQ.
Fuck.
We're not going to talk about this, and you're rage baiting me. It is insane.
I'm not rage
You
baiting
are rage baiting.
No, we've talked about this before.
And you know this get me heated, so.
Why? It's literally just X's and O's. They're used for several things.
Can we please go with Eminem?
That was the whole track list.
That was the whole track list?
Yeah, all 19 songs.
Damn.
I mean, there are 2 bonus tracks, but you have to pre-order it to get that. And I didn't do that. And, like, everybody who's, like, uploading it, like, they're going to get shut down immediately. And I can respect it, you know. That's my goal after all. That's my goal after all.
You know, I could respect it, but, like,
I mean,
my main
Jay-Z
thing
did the same thing with Watch the Throne. Any re-uploads of it that was on his, like, he'll get it, like, copyrighted, then change it to, like, a completely different song.
yeah. Again, I could respect it, but,
Nancy's pretty. My bad.
one, I don't like the pre-order shit where, like, you lock music down. It's like, because, well, specifically with Wu-Tang Clan, there's the entire album I would never be able to hear in my entire lifetime. Because it's not until 85 years from its release date will it be released publicly, or like some shit around those lines. That's part of a whole scandal, though. But like that's a bad taste in my mouth.
Somebody's texting me. That was my fault. Damn, somebody's texting me a fucking lot.
Like, I respect it that, like, I get it.
Hey, it's Betty from the camp in Citrus Heights. We would love you to. Who the fuck is Betty?
I hate those texts.
No, I know what the camp is. I've been there. That's where I like lost a lot of weight or whatever. But I think my mom's birthday this month too, or something. I'm not gonna say that. I forgot the day. I definitely know the day, Mom. Don't worry about it. And then my friend texted me.
I'm gonna take out my hair.
All right, back to the topic. Bunny EXO, you look good. I also think I just like women with the tattoos.
That is a soft spot.
Yeah. But yeah, Jelly Roll, shout out to you. You did
Dope
your thing
ass
with that
voice.
song. Yeah, I actually got to check out more of your music.
Yeah.
Like your own music, not just because you're on Eminem's album. What else? So apparently Dr. Disrespect's a pedophile. That's old news. I mean, I don't care that much about it, but it's worth
I
mentioning.
never liked them in the first place.
I mean, I'm just not on Twitch or anything like that.
I'm not saying that, because, no, it's like, I didn't like his character in that, really. I didn't really have, like, oh, yeah, he's cool. No, it was more like, I get why people like him, but at the same time, it's like, y'all are corny. His fan base is corny, in my opinion.
You
like,
said about everything that you just don't like.
No, it's like, that one actually is justifiably, like, kind of corny. It's like, his fan base was shit on video games fan bases for like the dumbest reasons.
Oh, so they're just your average everyday people.
And it's like he encourages that shit. So it's like
Maybe, I don't know.
yeah,
I don't keep up enough with them to shit talk them like you, DQ.
I don't either. I just hear a lot about him because I'm plugged in with video gaming.
I'm not. Not really. I only know about it because Nogla and Terrorizer talked about it. Yeah. And then I guess he was like in a lot of thumbnails.
Honestly,
next to EDP and Epstein. Can I say Epstein?
EDP hurt me when I found out he was a pedophile. I'm not gonna lie. Cause like I fucked with some of his older videos. He was funny as fuck.
Yeah, he was definitely funny.
So it was like, God damn.
He had a pretty decent gun collection too.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, but I was like, God damn.
Like the kids are gonna love this one.
That is insane. And what's crazy? He got outed by another pedophile.
Yeah, I think that was the crazier part.
That's the crazier part.
Like it sucks that EDP's a pedophile, but it was even crazier that
Another
we exposed
pedophile.
him as a pedophile.
Yeah, and
He tried to get rid of the competition.
It's like, so apparently he used bait. So like he used his younger photos as bait. I don't know if that makes you a pedophile though. If you use photos of when you use your own photos of when you were a minor. So does that make you? Because I think that's what classified him as a pedophile. Is that he had underage photos of himself.
Do they know that it was him when he was a kid, or is he just saying that it was him because they're similar in skin tone?
I don't know. Like as soon as I heard out that it was a pedophile, I was like, okay, I'm getting off of that.
I'm assuming it's true because people like just like obviously it fell off like because he's not fucking popping or anything. He's not anything worth continuously watching.
Right.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on this one and say that he's also a pedophile because he's also did like some weird shit.
Yeah. I'll give him a benefit of the doubt on that, but like EDP that was a hard fall off.
Man, and then people keep like not letting him get like a job and shit.
Huh?
So then people like keep messing with him like his like actual like life and whatnot. Like
Yeah.
wherever he goes to, they'll call a place like, hey, this EDP is a pedophile. Obviously, EDP is not his actual name, but
It's like, okay, let the justice system do its fucking job. I hate when people try to go above the justice system. It doesn't make you the
Sometimes.
all the times for me. It's like
sometimes street justice is justified.
It's all the times for me. It's like you can't have it both ways. If you want faith in the justice system You want the justice system to do its job, let it do its job. If you don't respect it, then don't respect it at all.
Okay, but what about when the justice system blatantly doesn't do their job? Somebody has to do it. If it's so bad to get hurt, people probably wouldn't agree with each other otherwise. Because whoever they're attacking did something heinous. I can get completely behind that. I would prefer the justice system to do their job properly.
If there's actual viable proof of it, that yes, he did this fucked up thing, and then there's no denying it, and the system just says, well, fuck that, then yeah, go ahead. Street justice has to be delivered.
That's what street justice is. I don't know what you're talking about.
Justice has to be delivered. I'm probably talking about vigilantism. Vigilantism. Not that it's when people put their own sense of justice above the law. And it's like,
I think that also depends on the kind of area that you're in.
Yeah.
Because in New York, that's not like a hard bar. That's not like a hard bar to pass. Because their justice system is like is pretty much not there.
It's not. Yeah.
That's why it always gets destroyed in movies. It would be better off that way, honestly. Fuck New York.
Yeah.
Even though I've never been there.
I forgot my train of thought real quick. Let me get it back. Okay. Yeah. It's like. Part of the justice system is a fair trial. And in a fair trial...
Supposedly fair.
In a perfect world, in a fair trial, if I were wrongfully convicted of something, that's heinous. Matter of fact, I'm not going to use me as my example because I feel like that would just introduce bias into the argument. If someone was wrongfully convicted of something, that's heinous, i.e. pedophilia. Grape, yeah. And okay, then the court, in a perfect world, with all the evidence that they need, says he did not do this. Street justice, whatever you want to call it, does not. You should not. And I do not agree with people going above the law and say, you know what, fuck that, I'm going to put justice in our own hands. No. If you want to have faith in the system, have faith in it wholeheartedly. That's the consequences of a system with a fair trial. In a perfect world. In an imperfect world, corruption is a thing. So you have to be wary of that. But...
You don't think the justice system's corrupted?
I do. But... It's going overboard to go above and beyond to ruin one's life when there's already to ruin one's life even further when a sense of justice has already been
you might need to hit that Dr. Pepper.
Executed. Oh, it's empty.
Damn. So like that one football player, I'm sure it was several, who got like accused of raping a woman or sexually assaulting her, and like I think he did some time, lost all his scholarships on like the deals that he would have got, and then it came out that he didn't do it, and then nothing happens to the girl.
Right. But
I think that's equally as heinous as if he actually raped her.
Right.
Because everybody knows
that's
with a very strong history and track of it going not good for guys, but nothing
especially
for
black guys.
Especially black guys who are about to be very successful, in a sport or something.
It's extremely.
Even Deshaun Watson, I think his name is Deshaun Watson, the quarterback for the Browns now. I don't know what team he plays for anymore. Yeah. Even though I think there's some more weirder stuff with it.
An accusation can ruin someone's life. That is, in which damages their life in such a way that is damn near unimaginable unless you've seen someone in a similar situation. And for you to go even further to harm that person after that has been enacted on them is going too far, in my opinion.
I don't think many people do that, though. Usually street justice is served.
Enough people does that, though. And that's my problem. Street justice and vigilantism,
those are two different things.
Fine line between them, though. It's a fine line. People can masquerade all they want is say, I'm doing the right thing. That's your opinion on it.
I mean,
for you to go against above the law.
I mean, if you're offing convicted pedophiles, I am not against that at all. You could do that all day. I would not care.
I'm indifferent on it, but I don't
convicted as in like they actually did it.
Yeah.
Not were about to do it or came close to doing it.
I'm indifferent of it.
Even though all of them are bad.
I'm indifferent of it. Very much so.
Is it something that I like ponder about all the time? No, but if it happens, am I gonna blink bad eye to it? No.
I'm not either. It's just, but I am going to judge you.
That is like the very one thing I think most people, regardless of what you believe in or what you think or whatever your political views are, that you can agree with.
Yeah, it's like, it's fine saying they deserve death, but to actually act on it is to do an entirely different thing. You're not God. You're not above the law. Please do not act as if you are.
Pretty sure God does mention like being a pedophile is the worst. You're better off than just not having been born at all, or something along those lines.
If it's what I think you're talking about, no. Because it's to, that's the whole argument. It wasn't referencing. So the fact that it happened to a child is what made it worse. But it wasn't the exact thing he was talking about, because I'm not entirely sure on it, but I'm pretty sure Moses was married to someone of a younger age than what we would consider the age of consent, and Moses was still was and still is in some aspects regarded as a holy man. Many people of history have also done the same thing. It's weird to us now because we have these new rules and ideals, but back then that was common knowledge. Doesn't make it right.
This is starting to be a crazy ideology.
Doesn't make it right? No. But does that give us the right to judge them? Again, no.
Okay, but that's when,
in my opinion,
that's when religion or the church and state were not separated.
Yeah.
And that's why that was bad stuff happened. That's why a Catholic priest, you know what you do.
Yeah.
Touch children. Even though they're supposed to be considered holy.
Right.
But they have a long fucking history of doing that.
And if it's the one I think you're talking about, it was referencing the act of sodomy. If you were to commit sodomy, you're better off not being born. I want to say. It's considered an abomination, an extreme abomination. That's as far as I'm getting into it, but yeah.
I mean, you gotta think of people who actually commit like really bad crimes, like
I understand
murders,
wanting
like
to get justice. I understand that
because you know us being in Kentucky, you know that like.
Oh yeah, no.
Which one is it called? They have a judge that they want, like they specifically try to like
put them
in, the sex offenders, because they know if they go anywhere else,
they're going to
die.
They are going to die.
But if really bad people who people would perceive to be worse on a list, to have been worse than them, who want to kill them because they just do not accept any of that, that kind of has to put in perspective like how bad that actually is in reality in the real world.
In our reality,
where murderers like cold-hard murderers who like wouldn't blink eye to murder, but if you had touched a child, who will kill you?
Perspective, yes. But I feel like that is a lack of humanity in people nowadays.
No.
A life is still a life, in my opinion. No matter how bad one lives their life, no matter how good one lives their life.
That's my one thing. That's my one outlier for it, though.
I understand that 100%.
I
won't say that you're wrong for that. I won't say that you're wrong for that, but I feel different of when saying someone deserved for like condemning someone to death. That's kind of why I'm against the death penalty in general. It's like it makes me feel something about it just feels wrong in a way. If I'm going to sentence someone that I know will be their undoing and lead to their death, I'm indirectly killing that person. I might not have put the trigger myself, but but I wholeheartedly and knowingly sent that person to their death. And I feel like that's just a facade of justice. It's not justice in of itself. If you wanted him to die, why not just give him the death penalty in the first place? If you don't want him to die, why send him to a place where you know that if he goes there, he's going to die?
You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
And that's why I don't like the idea of, oh, well, when people like that go to prison, they get what they deserve. It's like,
they do.
Yeah, but you're doing it in a pretty fucked up way, in my opinion. If you want them to die, just give them the death penalty. If you don't want to do it yourself, then indirectly killing them isn't anything better. It's just you being a coward about it.
So would you prefer the death penalty or inmates doing it?
The death penalty.
So what are your thoughts on death by firing squad? Because you could replace the officers with inmates. It's the exact same thing.
Okay. Death by firing squad in general.
That's kind of cool.
Yes. The idea of no one knows who really fired their killing shot. Now.
Before it used to be everybody had a fucking loaded gun.
Everybody had a loaded gun. And then
it's like the fucking final scene of Red Dead 1. Yeah. Or I guess technically 2, but if y'all never seen
Bonnie and Clyde. That's what it was like. Bonnie and Clyde. Everybody had a gun.
It was definitely more like fucking John Marston's death, but
I mean, Bonnie and Clyde
was
had
just
hope.
him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm only saying that because their dead bodies were riddled with bullets. It was insane what they did to them. But yeah, I don't have a problem with death by firing squad if you do it per your duty to the justice system and humanity in general, i.e. you are assigned to do it. Volunteering to do firing squad is where it's different.
How is that different? Because
you know that you are actively participating in something that will take another's life, and you're knowingly volunteering to do that thing.
Yeah, but if I were to do it, I would ask if I could do it with the loaded gun, because I know I can deal with that. My colleagues who don't know if they can do it, they don't even know if they have the real bullet. I would definitely take that for my colleagues.
I feel like it's a scapegoat for psychopaths to get their rocks off.
No, that's fucking military and some law enforcement.
Yeah, definitely, and that's why it's like,
you call me a psychopath?
No. I mean, would you take enjoyment out of it?
I take enjoyment out of it. I don't know. I haven't done it before.
Because there are people in the world that actively sign up, volunteer to do the punishment of firing squad.
I didn't even sign up for it.
Yeah. Because they like it.
If I could do it.
Because they like it.
And
if your local community.
Okay, here's how I would think about it. Even if I do volunteer to do it, because I know I can't do it and sleep perfectly fine after, but not take any enjoyment out of it, or get any enjoyment out of it.
Yeah.
But also save, I can tell them for a fact, my people who are also firing with me, that they did not kill them. I'll tell them that I did it. So they don't have to have anything on their mind that they did it. They didn't kill anybody that day.
Right.
Yeah, they felt some recoil maybe, but I did it. So I'm helping the actual good people, taking out the bad person, and it's done. Simple.
Yeah.
It's simply just doing the job.
Yeah.
If I started taking enjoyment out of it, getting a hard on every time I did it, then I'd probably stop myself and get some serious psycho reevaluation.
And there's some people's false sense of justice that also falls in line with oh yeah, I'm signing up because I'm doing the right thing. But you won't sign up for any other thing but the firing squad sometimes. There are also people that also does that, and it's if your only duty to the community is to kill the bad guys, then you're not really doing justice for your community.
But that's not true. That's all perspective.
In my opinion, this is all my opinion. I'm not saying this is objective. This is all my opinion.
Okay, so if you could get rid of all the raping in the world by killing them,
I would. Yeah.
But you're pulling the trigger. Would you do it?
I would, but I wouldn't. It would have to be something that I'm assigned to do. I don't want to have.
You have the option to do it.
I have the option to do it.
And if you don't do it, it's going to keep happening.
Then in that case, I'm obligated.
No.
I'm obligated.
You have your free will.
I'm obligated.
That just makes you more inclined to do the right thing.
Morally so, if I'm able to stop an action by another action, I am obligated by my own morality to do said action. For me to not do said action is to indirectly and in some ways directly partake and even commit those said heinous crimes, even if the blood isn't on my hands.
If you had to kill, okay. Pause.
So
if you had to,
go ahead. If I was a cop and I somehow got into the chase down with a known rapist, and I failed to, and I have a chance to shoot him down legally,
because you can't.
But yet I do not, and let him walk away. I'm responsible for whoever gets raped by him later.
Yeah.
I'm responsible for that. That is my work. I did that. I am also a part of that crime now.
See,
my moral obligation in that case, and with the case that he brought up, is to take out the rapist because there's no
Grapist.
So
I'm worried about getting fucking demonetized now.
Rapist. Just put saying grape.
I'll see how it rolls.
Okay.
I'll take my chances. As if YouTube actually watches my videos.
But yeah.
After I just took a YouTube survey like an hour ago.
You took a YouTube survey?
A creator YouTube survey, yeah.
What did it ask you?
Like pretty much like my satisfaction on like the how to make money, tools to help go out there and all this other shit.
Did it ask if you was black?
No, not directly. I mean, I'm sure I did that test already. Like they know I'm black.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about that later.
That's why I can say the N word and not get terminated.
We're gonna talk about that later. But yeah, no. Definitely, it's like that's on me. That's on me. I have a moral obligation.
I mean, that's what the whole thing's about, is your morals.
Obligation.
If people who are willing to commit horrible things several times over in like several different states or even other parts of the world, but they will not stand for what those people do. If you're not willing to do it, or you hate the people who do it, why does a murderer have a better moral compass than you? Because simple morality wise, I'd absolutely like have no problem with people. Like people can like literally look them up because they're on a registry. I can hunt them down and then off them, and I would not care, would not blink an eye.
To have faith in the justice system, to follow justice as it truly is.
I try to.
Is a hard thing.
Very hard. That's also.
It is not my moral obligation to single-handedly punish every single person that does something bad or even heinous. I'm not that privileged. I'm not that special. It is not my punishment. I'm not the only human being on earth. I should be able to have faith in my justice system to punish those who do wrong. For me to go against that is to me to throw away my justice system and my morals that I have, and my morals and my faith in my justice system. I will be cutting ties with a part of society that is integral to it. For me to believe that I am above it or that I can do better than it is inevitably going to fall into a life of crime.
But what if you don't kill the people that you go after? Like you do whatever, apprehend, and give them to the justice system. And then if
I might as well just be a cop then. You might as well just be a cop. If that's what you want to do, just be a cop.
That's not that simple because society hates cops. You know, there's a lot of really cool fucking cops cops out there.
And that's understandable, but you also have to understand that society is a double-edged sword. Society. Who's that?
It's fucking Connor. I know that voice from anywhere and I fucking hate it.
Okay, so that's why you did that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, damn, I forgot my train of thought again. Fuck.
Having faith in your justice system, and if you didn't, you'd be going against it and detaching from an integral part of society.
In yourself.
I guess.
In my opinion. It's like the argument with Red Hood versus Batman, in my opinion. Which one do you think is right? Red Hood wants to kill anybody who does crime, petty or not petty, because in his eyes, if you one day is stealing a candy bar, the next day you're a fucking serial stabber or some shit like that.
It's a pretty drastic difference.
It's pretty drastic, but that's like the gist of his
I would
characters.
say Batman would be correct if at a certain point he did kind of go into Red Hood's world to like he's consistently recurring to being an issue after being spared several times. He's just nothing but a menace to society. Does not contribute to it and only hurts it and makes it look bad and worse and more dangerous. Eventually, you're going to have to put that person down for them to stop doing it. If there's several more people like him, yes, we're getting rid of one of them at a time, which obviously still is a very slippery slope. But it's like...
It's also unrealistic because someone like Joker would have immediately been... Someone like Joker wouldn't like the amount of mayhem Joker did. He would have been classified as a domestic terrorist. He would have been put to death by not by the state. Gotham wouldn't have had a say in it. None of the elected officials. It would have been a national issue. They would have put him to death nationally.
Even though terrorist is a made up word, but yeah.
Yeah, like Joker would have been handled on a national level. There's nothing no one in Gotham would have been able to do. He wouldn't go to fucking Blackgate or anything like that. He would have went to a maximum security federal prison under lock and key, waiting for his time in the chair. Waiting for his time in the chair.
Didn't they try to kill him that way?
It was some fucking shit. Like, it wasn't even a maximum security. It was like they did some bullshit for like. It was maximum, but it wasn't like how it should have been. Nobody should have been able to get in that fucking easy. It's a comic book. They gotta have a way to have some type of plot.
Yeah.
So it's like,
okay,
in a realistic Batman world, Batman 9 times out of 10 would get things right. There would be that one that he just wouldn't do because the justice system does have a thing called a fair trial. Without evidence, you cannot convict something. You cannot convict someone of something. So even if Batman did catch somebody, if the police if the prosecutor attorney fails to provide a good case, fails to produce good enough evidence, then that man is allowed to walk free. That's just a part of the justice system. And in order to say, for you to say that's wrong, is for you to eliminate the most integral part of the American justice system, and that is the fair trial. That one thing right there is, in theory, and in a perfect world, would have eliminated all corruption within the court system. We know that is untrue because the court system has obviously made changes to where they can still be corrupt and still have power over you.
Well, yeah. With that point being made, it's like, so if you want that to happen, then why don't we, as a people, regardless of which way you lean political-wise, even though it shouldn't matter in this case, but why don't we just pressure the people who are in charge of doing that? Because like the people, I think the current Congress people or whatever, who have like who shouldn't be in Congress anymore, and I think they get paid a shit ton of money.
They get paid a shit ton to do nothing, pretty much.
And they shouldn't even be sitting there because they are public servants. I don't know how they could possibly be making millions of dollars doing nothing, but being public servants doesn't make any sense because cops don't even make nearly that much, who are more direct public servants.
Here's how I see
it. So why don't we as a people kick them out? Because I'm pretty sure constitutionally we should be able to do that.
We can, actually. a lot of things that the government does is unconstitutional, which it's just not brought to a lot of attention because media.
Yeah.
And so that's one thing. We as a people don't take our resources. We don't appreciate our resources. The resources that we have at hand are underappreciated and are taken for granted. We have access to almost all the knowledge in the world. Almost all of it.
Pretty much all of it.
Yeah, pretty much all of it. But we would rather believe this public figure that we idolize on TV before going on and doing the research on our own. So it is easier to feed us false information. It's the reason why for thousands of years humanity has always been in war, conflict, and democracy has often failed in certain places because we are always fall into idolization and misinformation via idolization. As a people,
why can't we come together?
Because fear tactics. One part of the government is saying, "Oh, they're doing this to us. They're doing that to you. Fight against them. Hate them." And the other one is saying, "Well, they're trying to take away your right to do this. They're trying to take your right to do that. Fight them. Hate them." And it's like, well,
okay,
no one wants to do the research because it's a mob mentality.
Why does, of all places, France, who's never won a war, who has gone through a lot of shit, several fucking revolutions, they have their shit more together as a people than the entire U.S. does? Because when they want change, they fucking get changed. They go through the streets, they riot until they get their change. Why is it so hard for people in the U.S. to do that? Like, you say, hey, I don't agree with this. You want this thing? That's cool. We'll get that settled eventually. But right now, we have people who are really bad, who are at the top of the system, who won't let any of this happen. To where we can both sides can be decently happy. Because you could get rid of the.
Honestly, in my opinion, and this just came to my mind, the U.S. might be too big of a territory. One part of the U.S. is an entirely different world compared to the other one. Me and you know this for sure. I can't imagine what you lived through on the West Coast. You probably wouldn't be able to imagine what I've lived through in Michigan and even in the East Coast.
Probably not on like a nationwide level, no.
Right, yeah, not. Right, but like, and that's the thing. The U.S. is usually split between the North and South.
Still,
politically, and that's still a thing. Ever since the Civil War, that's been a thing. And during the 19th century, it was the East and West that were separated, and that separation has never been fixed on either sides. So
that plus a lot of people now care more about other places than they do the U.S.
Yes,
it's like if the U.S. falls, you'll never be able to help these other places that you want to help. So why don't you get your shit together first before you start deciding to help the world? I think Brandon Herrera said that.
Again, is my idea of it is that we are too big of a territory, therefore we won't be able to see the viewpoints of the others that still is in our territory, but are so far apart. It's drastically different.
I think we can. I like to think that we can. Will it be hard?
I like to as well, but I'm not that naive no more.
I don't think it's naive.
It's probably because...
Not exactly. I think it can happen. Do I think it's going to be easy? Fuck no.
Yeah.
I think it is very possible.
But yeah, it's too big of a territory, and the idolization. We idolize what we want to hear and what we grew up with.
So do you think it started with Kennedy? Because he was the first and I think only actual good president from start to end, even though it wasn't that long.
Theodore Roosevelt was a good president.
He was very good, but I meant like where I kind of feel like Kennedy's were like the idolization happened though.
Yes.
Because not only was he a good leader, speaker, and everything else, he's also a very handsome man. There's no policy because he's objectively handsome.
That's
plus he actually wants to like change the world for the better.
I believe that's where it came from, because that's when the president stopped being your average man, just like us, but he just so happens to be the president of our country that we elected. He's one of us, but he's for us. And then it became he's this big top shot guy who's this. The president stopped being one of the people and started to be this big shot celebrity. Fuck, my Southern problem is fucking me over right now.
Yeah. Just wait.
And so that's where the disconnection came from. Is we stopped looking at him as one of us, and he's one of these movie actors in a way, but like he just happens to be the president.
You know what I think is like super fucked now thinking about it? I'm pretty sure just about everybody, like even if you weren't like on his side, I'm pretty sure Kennedy's death, like everybody's like pretty sad about.
Yes.
No matter what side you're on. Some people were like disappointed that Trump didn't get assassinated. It's like, why are you such a fuck human being? Just because he's not on your side, like it doesn't mean that you should want him dead.
And that's the biggest problem with America, in my opinion, is that we are so separated that we don't see our fellow man as fellow men. You're either one of us or a wild animal.
That's exactly how the Civil War happened.
And that's exactly how the Civil War happened.
And we're pretty much encroaching on that territory again.
It's sad because
now all the war that we've been in, that's still the bloodiest war that we've ever been on American soil.
And it's sad because it's going to be worse because one side is physically not going to have guns. Or just
simply not even fit to do any work. Like I know I'm not in the best shape.
I feel like the biggest infringement on the Constitution is the limiting of gun access.
Oh, yeah, that's why I'm not living in California again. Because a lot of their gun control shit is very unconstitutional.
It's unconstitutional as fuck. Because look at it like this: in the southern states, there are high crime rates, but it's not as rapid as you would think. And
usually when a crime is happening, it gets stopped by citizens.
Yeah, because they have guns. They can legally defend themselves. They can legally defend themselves. And they have and they could drive 10 blocks away to a gun store, purchase themselves a gun, purchase themselves a legal firearm without having to jump through loopholes, and is able to open carry and.
You also got to remember a lot of Southern people
conceal carry.
Constitutional.
Yes, constitutionally, we have the right to bear arms very seriously, and they do not want to.
After being out here in like this part of Kentucky, it's like I can see where there's not like a lot of like actual like high crime rate because like everywhere you turn, there's probably like another good guy or like another like fucking 10 good guys with a gun and prepared to stop you if you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Like, why do they think like crime in constitutional carry states are so fucking low compared to everywhere else, like New York, where you literally pretty much can't have a fucking gun.
In Chicago, it is illegal for you to have guns.
Like they're making it.
You want to know why?
Like they're making it illegal for the good people to have guns, but the bad guys are gonna find ways to get whatever the fuck they want whenever they want. That's why they're the bad guys.
They are going to.
That's why they are the bad guys.
That's a given. The bad guys are able to go through loopholes that the citizens that want to follow the law just can't do because the legal system, the people that's running it, are corrupt. The legal system itself is not corrupt, and I want to clear that up. The legal system, the government in of itself as a system is not corrupt. It is the people that is running it. It is the people that is running it that has corrupted it. They had perverted what was essentially a perfect system on paper.
Just about as perfect as it can get for several hundreds of years.
On paper.
Okay,
into
but here's
this
the
perverted
thing. Okay, but our founding fathers, I'm pretty sure like it's in the Constitution and everything else, is like they're opposed. We can move them out of those positions, but we're so blind and probably don't even know half the shit that we can actually do legally within the Constitution. The thing that's never going to change, or get important things taken off of it. Like whoever's doing bad shit in the office, we can get them out of there. That's why we can impeach presidents. We can move Congress people, but we as people can't even fucking come together to fucking put a 2-piece Lego part together because we're just that divided.
People like and here's what's crazy. The presidential election is the biggest advertised election in the entire world.
Yeah.
Whoa. When concerning the U.S., it is the biggest election in the land.
But now it's become like more like a spectacle than anything, especially
Than
now.
anything, but it's still a big thing in people's hearts and minds and eyes. Even overseas, it is a pretty important thing because you are talking about one of the biggest powers, if not the biggest power in the world, new leader being elected. You would want to know who that would be.
I mean, I can't even say that we're like that much of a superpower anymore because like when we were like together and we were America, then then like
no, it's like
that's what we are. That's why it's called America, and people like us as Americans don't even call it the United States. We just call it America because we haven't been united in fucking forever.
Right.
At this point, at least that's what it feels like.
But yeah, the U.S. presidency election is the biggest election, even in news-wise. Your local election is more advertised than Congress election.
Yeah, but that's also because it affects you more directly than those.
Right, but Congress also are the people that enacts the laws. They works directly. They works directly besides the president. The reason why Obama's first term didn't work was because he didn't have Congress. Obama could have done everything he promised if we just gave him Congress. After his first 4 years, he just didn't give a fuck though. So we lost on that part. As a black community, we lost on that part. We should have also voted for Congress. We wasn't worried about that because, hey, we got a black president. We won something. Guess we used to joke that time.
I mean, I think that's just because we just never look at the big picture.
We don't. As a country, we don't. And that's sad. It's like, I'm not proud of America anymore. I used to love being an American. But it's like I see so many problems that Americans themselves don't see or just don't care about, or are just ignorant and blind to the fact and doesn't want to change that fact.
Or they're not blind to it, they purposely feed into it just because it makes them feel better.
Yeah. And nothing's coming about. Truth, justice, liberty for all. What happened to that? This podcast has turned to something
completely different, but
it's needed.
Especially if I still can use Eminem's album for which he does mention this all the time because Eminem's always been like pro-America, but obviously everything he says back then and even so now is controversial or this, that, and the third. Because he even talks about like the overweight issues, like bad eating habits, all these other things. Like, if you listen to the album,
that's an extreme problem. That's an extreme problem.
That's what I'm telling you. Listen to the album.
I will.
But he's been like talking about this shit like since forever.
But yeah, the overweight thing is an extreme problem in America. Body positivity is cool on paper, but now it's becoming a joke because y'all not taking physical health seriously.
It's like communism, but arguably worse.
Very much so worse.
At least health-wise.
You are basically saying you are beautiful.
No, it's worse than communism because with communism, people usually tend to get skinny very fucking fast, but there's not a lot of food. Why do you think Russians are so skinny?
Yeah.
That's kind of fucked, but it's true. It's based in facts.
It's fucked up, but like
communism is the best diet.
Yes.
That's about it.
But with body positivity, you are basically telling somebody, yes, you are beautiful for being greedy and stuffing yourself with food and killing yourself. There's nothing wrong with you doing that. Oh,
but it costs everybody. It costs everybody money.
Right.
Like,
oh,
it's really
you
selfish.
won't get a heart attack from that. That's just hate speech or whatever the fuck you want to call
Hell,
it.
even MF Doom talked about it on Food.
Yeah.
Which is a great album.
Great album. In our reality, bro, you have this thing called a height weight distribution. It's a range of a healthy weight, huh?
BMI, body mass index.
Yeah, yeah.
But even then, that thing's not super accurate.
It's not. So like usually think about it within a range of like 5 to 10 pounds above or below it of what it says that you should be, and you're pretty much healthy.
Because like even like obviously I'm still like a heavier dude, especially like they're gonna see this whenever I get the camera.
Yeah.
But it's like even like back like when I was in like high school, they were like, yeah, I was a big dude, arguably heavier than I am now. Maybe not. But I was like, I was active. I was still pretty fucking fast. I was catching with wide receivers. There's a video footage of it. But on the BMI, I'd be unhealthy. But I was active. I've been playing sports, or I had been playing sports at the time, from like the time that I could to the time I got injured, and even after I got cleared, I couldn't fully do it because COVID happened. And I'm still trying to get better. Like I literally bought some resistance bands to like help my knee get better because I think some of the strength is just simply going away.
If your weight damages your ability to be an active human being, it's probably time to work out.
Like, obviously, it's like way worse. It's also worse because like, it's such like a what do they call it? A two-sided thing. It's like body positivity for women, great. Body positivity for men does not exist.
It does not. It does not.
Like obviously, it's not. Obviously, overall, it's not a good thing in general. But it's
you will be called a fat pig. It is more socially acceptable for men to be in the gym.
As a dude, you're gonna be called a fat pig, as to opposed to a girl being called a beautiful woman. It's like,
and if you are extremely skinny, you are going to be called a stick. Yeah,
get some meat on the bones.
You're going to hear that a lot, and you're going to hear, look at this twig.
Then they're gonna want you to try to pick him up.
Yeah,
because you're a strong man. But then they don't want you to be strong. So it's like there is no winning.
There's no winning as a man. But that's different. That's a different concept. That is a different conversation
for another day.
For another day, we can make a whole podcast for that.
Might even see if we get like a lady in here or something.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Man, I might have to like see if we can do like the arts and crafts rooms. Like, hey, can we get like this time to this time?
Probably Kayla would be cool with that.
But yeah, but that's if she's not gone by the time we do this.
Yeah,
I'll get in the works. I'll ask her tomorrow.
Yeah,
I feel like she'll be down because she's pretty knowledgeable and like pretty fair.
Yeah,
and if she's going, I'm sure Divine's going. So, hey, the more the merrier.
Yeah.
I just hope none of my equipment gets broke.
That's what I want to say about Batman and Red Hood is that
crazy backtrack. Huh? It's that crazy backtrack.
Crazy backtrack. But I'm not going to get into that no more. But we are done with that. Is it me?
Yes.
I didn't even say it. That's insane.
I know.
Is it me or are bugs just getting a lot more aggressive?
What do you mean?
Like insects in general are just getting a lot more aggressive.
Are you saying that because that bug on the window right there, or
I didn't even see that motherfucker.
It's been there for like an hour.
Is it dead?
Probably not. Tap the window.
That motherfucker ain't moving. I'm
probably just not scary. I don't know. We'll see in the morning. What?
Did it move?
There's no way you just tried to blow it. It's on the other side of the window. And not only did you blow, you said, it's like, it's just not bothered.
Yeah. Either it's dead or that's one tough insect.
I guess. But I don't know. I try my best not to be around bugs.
So like flies.
Yeah.
You remember like 5 or 6 years ago? Like
maybe.
If you were to swat at a fly, it'll leave you alone, try to escape and shit.
No, that's not what they do.
Well, for me, that was my experience. Well, no, actually, no. Flies are always aggressive.
They're not aggressive. They're just annoying. I wouldn't call that aggressive. Like they can't really do shit to you.
Okay, it's like,
I saw I guess some months ago, probably now. I saw a fucking horse fly for the first time. It's fucking scary as shit, kind of. Because it was like they're actually big as fuck. It landed on my tire during a bike ride. Do you know what's worse?
What?
My instructor, She told me as I was on the bike, like kind of crawling up, that they bite. I was like, why the fuck would you tell me that? Like, what I've never seen this thing before. It's fucking huge. It's fucking ugly as shit. And like, it was flying around since I had like my helmet and my glasses on. Like, I heard buzzing. I was like,
yeah,
we're outside.
They are. Thing is, horseflies was never that aggressive, but somewhere on the lines they just turned up.
I think they always have been. Like, I could ask them. You had to ask people who's all grown up around them.
Right, but like, they're okay. Probably in Michigan they wasn't that aggressive, but like in Michigan,
how many horses do they have in Michigan?
If you go into the wood, if you
have
go into the
wild
woods
horses in Michigan,
a lot of woods.
But I said wild horses.
Wild horses?
Yeah, like they like horses.
Okay, we have horse farms. Well, yeah, like we have horses in Michigan. It's just like if you were to go outside the city and were into like the farmland, you'll see horses there.
I know, but like like Kentucky has like specific areas that are like known for horses. Plus, it's all country. Yes, Lexington.
No, not in Michigan. We don't have a wild horse area.
No, they don't have to be wild horses.
What
just like horses in general, like because even like the way my instructor talked about it is like that's just how they are. That's how they always been since they were little kids. Yeah, that's what they've always been around.
Yeah. There are places that are specifically known for having horses, but it's like businesses that are like businesses or like even like a farm plantation that's just plantation is the worst word to use.
Yeah, I was like,
that is a crazy word to use.
Farm and plantation
it is
are
like
kind of two different things.
It's like a farm area, I guess. Where like in certain parts of the year, they would allow people to like bring their kids in order to have them ride the horses and stuff.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure that's common in most places.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I've never been horseback riding.
So you haven't done it before?
No, but I know one of my family members, like in LA, I don't know where he is now, or if he's even still alive. I know he owns horses.
Well, yeah.
Horse culling is very expensive.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, no. Michigan has horses. It's just like I don't think you'll see one in the wild. But horseflies, like it don't even have to be in an area where horses are at.
Well, no, obviously not exactly, but it helps.
Yeah, definitely. But like, cause like I remember we was on a hiking trail in a national park in Michigan. My instructor almost got taken out by a horsefly. It flew into his mouth while he was talking and almost killed him.
Like, that's what a regular fly.
He choked. We had to stop.
Y'all don't know what a horse looks like if you're like.
We had to stop watching. And then pat him on his back, and that was it. But yeah.
Did he make it?
Yes, he made it.
You said that was
Thank God. Thank God. Thank God he made it, because we would have been stuck in the wilderness. Somebody would have to do CPR. Because funny thing is,
no, I'm not doing CPR, and I'm CPR certified. If I saw what just fucking flew into your mouth, I'm not putting my mouth on your mouth.
That's the funniest shit ever. You wanna know why? Because we had freshly learned CPR. We had just got CPR certified.
I missed that class and
like that ass, like not that far.
Like people, like if you're looking at the screen, like horseflies are like this fucking big. I don't know, this is like the biggest kind, but they're big as shit.
They are big as fuck. Like horseflies aren't shit. Horseflies are nasty little
like
fuckers.
There's somebody holding like the back of it, and there's still a lot of room up here.
It was around that size. I
know, but the one I saw had like a white stripes going down.
Yeah, same.
It was probably bigger than that one.
You know,
and that flew in its mouth.
Them fuckers are big, and yes, it flew into his mouth. He had choked for a little bit, stopped walking, and was fine right afterwards. But like we was worried because
I would have been fucking traumatized. That's a fucking big ass, ugly ass.
We was worried because we all thinking, oh god, we finna be stuck here.
I'd have been like, not it. I just saw it flew in his mouth.
Nose goes.
I'm pretty decent at CPR.
Yeah.
But it's like,
I don't want to.
There's no way in hell I'm putting my mouth on your mouth if that thing could possibly go up into my mouth. It's like honestly, for my old instructor, Metz is like, for him, I'll probably do it. I'll very reluctantly do it. But anybody else would be like, I can't help you. It's like, that's gonna fucking gross me out.
Yeah. It almost took him out. But yeah, it's like
So
horseflies. That was when I realized that horseflies got aggressive.
I'm pretty sure that was an accident. I don't
He
think
was
he meant
walking.
to do
No. He was walking, and like we are seeing these fuckers.
that. It flew at me, and I was still just talking to
smacking these motherfuckers off. He was like talking to like how many you were talking right now?
Yeah.
But like walking the same.
Maybe he smelled like horseshit.
No, like we all granted, we were in the middle of a hike. But them motherfuckers got aggressive that one time and almost took him.
Maybe he smelled like something that they liked.
Hey, you got me, but I got smacked a couple of times. You know, my first one.
Usually like bigger flies are usually pretty fucking dumb. Like that's why they run into things.
Yeah. You know, cause
Yeah.
while I was working today,
Brother, you.
a wasp got stuck inside the
The shack.
Yeah.
Which is way better than those weird looking bugs because I don't know what the fuck those things are, but I don't like them.
It was a red wasp. I'm assuming it was a wasp. It was red, big as
It was
fuck.
probably a wasp.
It was a wasp. And like I'm looking at this motherfucker, and it's just banging its head on the fucking piece of glass in the window door.
Like,
yeah.
here's the thing. I could deal with the wasp. Like even like they can be relatively big, they're not thick.
I didn't want to get stung.
I mean, I don't want to get stung either, but it's like them. Like I wouldn't mind like hitting them out of the air, but like the fucking thick ones, like the carpenter bees and shit, or like the June bugs, I fucking hate those, and I will actually run away from those.
Yeah.
Like call me a bitch
And
if you want to. You won't do it to my face.
And understandable. These bugs don't give a fuck no more.
Well, no, because some bugs are actually just stupid and they'll just run into you.
Yeah.
Or you might smell it something that they like and they're just trying to like figure out where it is.
It's like, okay, people who forgot about bees, unless you are allergic, you're not at risk. Just stand perfectly still. Don't hit it. Don't fuck with it. It's trying to see if you're a flower. Once you realize, holy crap, this is a mammal.
Yeah, I fucking hate these.
This is a mammal. It's gonna move the fuck on somewhere else.
These fucking things, I fucking hate these.
Oh yeah, those one of those stink bugs?
No, that's a fucking June bug.
Yeah, I hate those.
Like, I know we have these little.
What was that?
It was a little bug. I think that was wrong.
Like, bro, it's like bugs come out the fucking.
Like, I know they have these ones out here, like, but they're like pretty small. They're just annoying, but they're like pretty still decently big. But these ones, I fucking cannot stand them. I hate them, and they're loud.
It's like okay, so like
if I
how
hit
can I explain this?
Like if I hit a bug, I don't want to feel how fucking thick the bug is that should die from that hit.
It's what the water bugs.
Water bugs. When like my mom got like our house up back.
I hate those.
I hate them because like when you miss, they run super fucking fast. Like
it's like god damn.
I don't hate water bugs nearly as much as these fucking things. Because water bugs don't fly. I don't think
they can fly.
I've never seen them fly.
They can fly.
But even
I've been attacked by a water bug. I'm being so serious.
So you can't swim and you get attacked by aquatic bugs?
I killed it.
Okay, no. The thing that makes water bugs bad is that they're super fucking fast. Like, you never experienced them before. You try to do it like you miss it. It's like, what the fuck?
They fly fast as fuck, too.
I've never seen them fly, but I've seen them run their asses off.
Yeah, no, they are fast. They are fast.
And it looks even worse because they're big and you just see their legs. It looks freaky. Like to people who love bugs, like good on you. I don't fucking like them.
I can't do it. Like my skin crawling because of this conversation. But yeah,
I mean, I get that shit. Just chill, just looking at this fucking bug. Like this little one right here. Like I had one of those on me like during like taser training, and then Dre, while people was like, "Hey, yo, like a beat on me." He described it. And I was like, "Oh fuck!" And I was expecting this one, but luckily it was this one. This one I don't really fucking mind. I don't want it on me, especially if I didn't see it land on me.
Right.
I prefer this because it's way small. Because this is way smaller. This thing is fucking huge.
Yeah.
And like you can hear it, you can see its wings, you can see its fucking outer shell open so its wings can go. And I see people hit it. smack it, it falls, gets right back up.
I never saw an actual beetle in my life.
The only beetles I like that I think are kind of cool, but I don't know if I could ever be around is the Hercules beetle.
Oh yeah, same.
Also because they fight and everything, they know like flip you and like they just fuck
like
things
thing
up.
is, if I ever see that beetle, I'm not fucking with it.
Oh yeah, I'm not fucking. I'm probably gonna actually run away.
Yeah, definitely, because
like as cool as they are, like that's one thing that I might actually just run away from.
Yeah, I'm not a bug catcher.
Not a bug catcher. Like plus, like that thing actually is loud.
Actually, yeah,
I'm sure everybody's heard how those things sound. Plus, like people have them as pets. They put them on leashes. If you could put a bug on a leash and you can hear it fly, that's a huge fucking bug. Like tarantulas, I could kind of understand, but a beetle that's that big and like if you step on it, it won't do anything to it. There's an issue there. Like if I could step on a bug and it won't die from that, just because of how strong its outer shell is, like I don't want it anywhere near me. Like if I have to shoot, if I have to fucking shoot,
there's an audible crunch and I can feel it crunching under my foot. I don't want that bug.
But here's the thing: people have stepped on them and it's done nothing to them.
That's insane. Why are you having those bugs as pets?
Like they're cool. Like that's the one thing that actually is cool. But I don't think me personally, as a person, can do it. I'll have a pet snake, maybe a pet spider eventually, all day long.
That is one of the bugs of where like it makes sense that it became a Pokemon and a fucking Digimon as well, because it makes sense. Those bugs are pretty cool, but fuck no, I don't want it near me.
Plus, they do kind of look pretty freaky. Even like I know they can't do anything to me.
Yeah,
it's funny they look like that. They are cool though.
They are cool. It's the one with the little big ass horn on his head.
Yeah,
it's like one horn. That motherfucker's nice too. I don't.
Because I know like they like put one part on top and like they flip the other part. They like toss each other like and they fucking go flying.
And they flip each other.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Oh wait, where's the picture? I just
Grasshoppers always like alien to me.
I never really liked them that much.
I don't. Like
they actually do look very weird. Like I mean, here's just
look like they're not supposed to be.
Look at this thing's fucking wings, dude. Like it's actual wings.
Yeah, nah, them motherfuckers.
That's a muscular ass wing for a bug.
Yeah. It's like God knew what he was doing when he did that. God knew what he was doing when he did that.
Like, oh my fucking. I don't think that's.
Well, I was supposed to get on the game with some people, but that obviously didn't happen, so.
Yeah. It is a cool beetle, though. Yeah. But June bugs, fucking hate them. My dad makes fun of me all the time. If I see like I run away as big as I am, it's like, nah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not fighting the fucking bug. Bugs
like I forget what he's afraid of. I don't think it's like a bug or anything, but I know it's like something like cool, like some animal that I think is cool that I like. Yeah. I don't know if he likes snakes or not.
I used to like snakes when I was younger, but now I see white people like now I just don't fuck them because I don't know some poisonous ones or not.
Most snakes aren't poisonous; usually venomous. But they're like
venomous is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Venom is poison is something that you consume. Poison is something that you consume. Venom is something that
if it's venom is not bad for humans, like not like bad, like you know you're gonna die. I'll be like whatever. I prefer to not have any venom or anything.
There's a snake that if you get bit by it, there's no point in calling the hospital.
Yeah, the boom slime.
Yeah. They said
and they're fast as fuck.
And they said
for snakes.
It's the bush something. I forgot. It's a bush.
Is it green?
I forgot what it was like. A bush.
So I know the boom slime. There is no anti venom for it. And you would start bleeding out of every orifice.
You know that's wild. Bushmaster. It's the Bushmaster.
It's also like a old gun manufacturer.
The Bushmaster is a venom pits viper. Member species from yeah, no, these guys. If you're bitten by it, there's no point in calling the hospital. Smoke your last cigarette. Call your mom. Tell her that you love her, but you're not surviving that. There's no anti-venom for it, and it acts pretty fast. You are going to die.
There's no anti-venom for it yet. I'm more scared about the boom slide because that thing's actually fast. I think they're like actually aggressive.
Yeah, nah. Honestly,
Look that up since I looked at this one.
I don't like snakes in general. Like, I get that they are a needed part of our ecosystem, but like
some of them are.
But like the ones that are like actually dangerous to us and are actually aggressive. If there's ways to like substitute them, yeah, that motherfucker's fast.
Yeah, has a small as head too,
and it's dangerous. Like, that one's actually an aggressive, fast snake. And if it's in like, and it blends in pretty well as well. So it's like it's really well at killing people. I'm about to head in.
But yeah, it's just about that time for us to start going anyway.
Yeah. So, thank you for hearing us talk. We went off topic for like a minute.
Super off topic, but I can still use it in my thumbnail and shit. Yeah. This video will probably go out this Thursday.
I'll be swimming then.
What?
I'm going for swimming lessons. I'm not missing it this time.
Are you gonna actually be able to swim this time?
Here's hoping.
If y'all don't get the funniness of this, go watch I think the first podcast. Or
it's
something.
the first.
If you hear somebody talk my cousin on his head once, you're on the right.
It's the first podcast. It's the first podcast.
Yeah. All right then. Well, make sure you like, subscribe, and make sure to go back on that one video and comment "Kiss DQ" on the forehead, and I will do it. See you later. See you later.